Before we dive in, let me ask you this. Have you ever wanted your own private setup that just works? Something fully under your control, secure, and built exactly how you want it? In this video, I'll show you how to set up your own VPS installation with n8n from start to finish, the right way. Okay, now, in this video, I want to get you to a point where you have your own VPS installation with n8n similar to this screen. You can see here that I have my own domain and I have n8n running here, which I need to set up. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing we need to do is get a VPS and a domain name. Now, if you already have that, that's perfectly fine. You can use your own VPS. If you don't have one yet and you need to buy it, I recommend hosting it. This part is just for the domain. But if we look here, I'm going to search for VPS, scroll down to VPS hosting and click on that. Now we need to select the plan. I'm going with the smallest one. You can choose any other that fits your requirements. Then select your period. I'll go for 24 months. You get a 30-day money-back guarantee. Let's continue, enter your details, click continue again and make the payment. Once you do that, you should be taken to a screen similar to this. I'm going to click next. Here you can choose any system you like. I'll go with Ubuntu and click select. You have to set a root password. Let me do that. After that, click next and finish setup. That will set up our VPS. We'll wait a bit for initialization to finish. Once it's done, you'll see this screen. I'm going to go to manage VPS. Everything's set up. It's running and here's my IP address. You should have something similar with a different IP. So we have our VPS. It's not fully configured yet, but we can fix that soon. We also need a domain name. If you don't have one, go to Domains and Portfolio, then click Add a new domain. Here I have all my domains. I'll use my existing one, complete.n8n.com. But if you want a new domain, click Add a new one and go through the process. You'll end up on this screen. If I go to my domain, I'll click Manage. On the left side, I have DNS and name servers. Here we can personalize the setup. The first thing we need to do is configure our DNS. We need to point our A record to our value. And this is going to be the IP address of the VPS. So let's go to Manage, copy the IP address and add a record. Leave TTL by default and confirm. Now, if there's already an entry with the same name but for a different IP, delete that one and keep the new one you added. We only need the IP address of our VPS. Let's check the VPS. Yes, that's correct. So that's all for the domains. Now that we have root access, we're going into the terminal. Or if you're on Windows, use command prompt. I'll copy that and open up a terminal window. The commands are exactly the same on Windows. The first thing I'll do is SSH into my server. Are you sure you want to continue connecting? Yes. Then enter your password. Okay, I'm connected to my VPS and now we can run the commands. Let's go to the website. Here I have domain and email fields we need to personalize. I'll type them in here, domain and email, and hit enter. If you want to learn how to set this up step by step and get personal help, join my school community where I teach this in depth. It's a space to get support, ask questions, and build confidence setting up systems like this the right way. That's all there is to it. After that, we just copy and paste the code. This installs Docker, nginx, and certification bot. The cert bot will handle HTTPS access. Alright, that's done. Let's install and run n8n. Copy that, paste it here. All good. Now we need to set up nginx. Copy all of it, paste it. Then finally, set up certification bot. Here we have the certificate successfully deployed at my domain name. That should work fine. Now if I go to my domain name, you'll see that n8n is installed, set up, and ready to use. n8n itself is completely free, without the limitations you usually find on cloud platforms. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.